Hey, welcome everybody. Here we are on Monday, and we're playing game 15 of the Koufax experiment using APBA Basic. We are playing at Dodger Stadium. We're facing the Houston, I think they're Astros at this point. They're not Colts anymore. I'm not totally sure. But the lineups for the Astros or Morgan, Jackson, and Wynn playing center field and batting third. Nicholson, Harrison, and Rusty Staub playing left field, batting seventh. Eighth is Aspromonte. Ninth is Bateman, and the pitcher is going to be Durkery, B with a Y. And let's quickly look at how June is going. The replay, Koufax has a 2-1 record, whereas in actual he was 3-0. But in the replay in the last game versus the Giants, it looks like Koufax pitched a no-hitter, when in reality he pitched a 4-hitter. So we're giving up way fewer hits in the replay, even though we have more innings pitched in general, overall. I'm noticing that, and most of the hits that we're giving up are extra base hits, like doubles and triples and home runs, where he gave up a lot more singles in reality, as you can see. So in this game, there's 7 singles. Let's see how far this goes and how close we get to 7 hits, because I'm seeing that's kind of a recurring theme or pattern of fewer hits in every game. Look at the month of May. In the first game, in reality gave up 4 hits, but in our replay 2, replay 5, reality 6 in the next game, replay 6, reality 7 in the following game. Then it was 5 and 3, but then it goes back to 4 hits in the replay and 8 hits in reality, 1 hit in the replay and 3 hits in reality. So generally speaking, he's giving up more hit. That was actually that they were pretty close in terms of hits allowed, but in reality gave up 8 more hits. In the month of April, let's see, the same thing happened. 4 hits to 5 hits in reality, 5 hits to 5 hits in reality, 4 hits in the replay to 6 hits in reality, 5 hits in the replay to 13 hits in reality, 4 hits to 6 hits in reality. So again, a recurring pattern of a lot more singles being allowed in reality as to the replay. So let's see what happens today. His record, I wrote it down here somewhere. In the previous game, I wrote down what the record was. Let's see if we can find that. Yeah, he is. He was 10-1, and I believe he's 8-2 in our replay right now. So let's get started. It's going to be Joe Morgan, the P, they call him, P Morgan, Joe Morgan, and that's going to be a 24 against Koufax, the lefty, and that's going to be a strikeout. So first strikeout of the game for our boy Koufax. 44, and that's going to be a pop-up to the third baseman by Sonny Jackson, the shortstop. Next is the toy cannon, James Wynn, the center fielder. That's a 65, and that's fouled out to the catcher. 3 up, 3 down. It's going to be Maury Wills leading it off. And that's a 14. That's a fly ball. Shallow left. In comes the Rusty Staub. Makes the catch. Wes Parker, 45. And that's going to be a ball 4. So Parker, with speed, is on at first. Willie Davis, 65. He pops it up to the catcher. 2 away. And then it's going to be Tommy Davis, 34. Lines it to center field, but the center fielder Wynn is right there. Dodgers leave 1 man on. No score. We go to top of the second. Nicholson. Dave Nicholson is playing right field. And that's a strikeout for number 2. Chuck Harrison, the first baseman. 41-63. So that's a ground ball to the shortstop. Guns it to first and right just in time. Staub. 53, and it's a 16. We're gonna roll on our chart here. 13 is a 17, and with a 2, a 17 is going to be a single to right. So Rusty is on at first. Going to become a great Mets legend. Aspromonte lifts one to center field. And the Astros leave one. And go to the bottom of the second, no score. In the bottom of the second, it's going to be Johnson, 23. It's a chopper to second base. Morgan over to first, one away. Jim Lefevre, excuse me, lifts one to shallow left. Staub is there, 2 away, and it's Red Kennedy. Gold Glove style third baseman, but hits it right back to the pitcher, feels his position, and we go to the top of the third. In the top of the third, it's going to be Johnny Bateman, the catcher. That's an 8. That's a pop-up. Third baseman there. Kennedy calls for it. Durker, 36, and that's going to be a strikeout, number 3. And now Joe Morgan, who struck out his first time up, and he lines one to center field. So he's on with a single, with 2-out single by Joe Morgan. He's got good speed. Sonny Jackson. Sonny Jackson singles, Morgan to third. And there goes Jackson. Here's a throw from the catcher, and he's safe with a stolen base. So second and third now for the toy cannon, Jimmy Wynn. And that's going to be a 24, and that's a swing and a miss. Down on strikes for strikeout number 4 and out number 3. So Koufax gets out of that jam, and the Astros leave 2, score none, go to bottom of the third. Jeff Torborg, 36. It's going to be a strikeout. Sandy Koufax. That's going to be line and caught by the center fielder. And Wills, 53. We're going to roll again. 45. 45 is going to be a 17. It's going to be a single to. Oh, it looks like it's going to be a single and an error on the right fielder. So a single and an E9, allowing Wills to move into scoring position. Parker, 26, that's a strikeout, number 2, and the third out of the inning. Go to top of the fourth, pretty good ball game, no score here in Los Angeles, June 14th, 1966, start number 15 for our Koufax experiment. Dave Nicholson, base on balls. It's a 21, that's lifted to left, 1 out. Rusty Staub, and that's going to be an out because he's an AC pitcher. Under an A pitcher, that's a single, but you move to the C, and it's a ground ball hit at Kennedy over to first. Moving over to second is Nicholson. Nicholson is a average speed, and it slats Robert Aspromonte, the third baseman, and he lifts one to center for out number 3. So at the bottom of the fourth, still no score. Willie Davis is going to lead it off, 46, and that's a 29. Back to the pitcher, 1 away. Tommy Davis now, no relation, Brooklyn, New York. It's from Brooklyn, New York, 41-6-3. Forget about it. And 2 outs now in the bottom of the fourth, and Sweet Lou Johnson, 32, chops it to second base. Morgan throws him out. 3 up, 3 down. We go to the top of the fifth. Bateman leading it off, and that's going to be a 33. That's going to take it into double column, so that's lined into the gap, and that's going to roll to the wall. And around first is Bateman, and in at second base with a stand-up double. Durker's going to bunt, 26 of 24. I don't know that that's going to be successful. Let's see what happens there. Sacrifice with a runner on second, a 24. 2 strikes, misses 2 attempts to bunt, but he's going to try again. It's going to be a 13. That's a strikeout. Morgan, Joe Morgan, 55 and 8 against Koufax with a runner on second. It's going to be an out. It's going to be a ground ball to Kennedy. Over to Parker for out number 2, but moves Bateman to third. Bateman is slow, so he's going to station. Here's Sonny Jackson, who singled and stole a base in the 3rd inning. That's a 33, so that's going to get a run home, I believe, with a runner on third. Let's see, it's a 7 on his card. And no, it's lifted to left field, and Rusty Staub makes a nice running catch. Looked like that was going to drop in there. So the Astros, Houston leaves 1 on here in the top of the 5th. They don't score. And there's a scoreless tie right now going to the bottom of the 5th. It's going to be Jim Lefevre. It's going to be a chopper to the second baseman. He throws out Lefevre. Red Kennedy grounded to the pitcher. This time he's going to fly out to right. And it's Jeff Torborg, the catcher today. Usually it's Roseboro. 56, and that's a strikeout. Strikeout number 3. 3 up, 3 down. It's going to be the Toy Cannon leading it off here in the top of the 6th inning. That's a 31, and that's going to be a ground ball to the shortstop. Wills over to Parker, 1 away. Nicholson next. Oh, and that's going to be into the second column, so that's driven into the gap, and that's going to be cut off quickly by Davis, and they keep Nicholson to a single. Good job by the center fielder getting to that ball quickly. 45, that's going to be ball 4, so runners on first and second now with only 1 out here in the top of the 6th. So the Houston has something going here. They're threatening here in the top of the 6th. There's no score, and it's going to be Rusty Staub, who's 1 for 2 on the day. Rusty Staub's known for being a clutch hitter. 31, that's a 9 with first and second against an AC pitcher. Let's see what that translates into. A 9 would be an out. Right back to Koufax. He feels his position, throws out Staub. 2 outs, but both runners advance. So now you got Aspromonte. And then you got Bateman. I'm going to let Koufax pitch to Aspromonte. 55, that's an 8 with runners in second and third now. And that's going to be a single over first under an A pitcher. If we go to a C pitcher, it's also a single over first. Runners score, S on second. And Harrison is not an S, so that's a 2-run single by Aspromonte. And that's going to put the Astros up 2-0. I'm not sure if these are the Colts. Got to look that up. So with the 2-run single, the 2-out 2-run single by Aspromonte, the Colts are up now 2-0 against Koufax here in the top of the 6th. Johnny Bateman, the batter, 22. And that's going to be a 0. So that's going to take us in the second column. That could be trouble. 61, and that's going to roll to the wall. And Aspromonte is a slow, so he's going to have to stop at third. So second and third now, and it's going to be Durker, the pitcher, Larry Durker, and it's lifted to center field. And Willie Davis measures it to end the inning. But the damage has been done. They scored 2 runs on 3 hits and a walk, and the Houston team leads it 2-0 after 5.5. Here we go to the bottom of the 6th. It's going to be Koufax leading it off, 35, and he swings and misses. Wills swings and misses as well. So it looks like Durker's getting stronger as the game progresses. And Parker, 32, chops it to second baseman Morgan. And that's out number 3. Go to the top of the 7th now. Big 2-run single by Aspromonte, the main hit in the game right now. It's going to be Morgan who goes into the second column, so he lines one into the gap, and that is going to be cut off quickly by Davis, and they keep Morgan, who has amazing speed, to a single. Willie Davis showing off his arm in center. Sonny Jackson, the batter, 4-3. He's getting 29 with a runner on second. I'm sorry, with a runner on first at 29, and that's going to be a strikeout. And that's strikeout number 6. Next is the toy cannon, Jimmy Wynn, and that's a 26. That's lifted to left for the second out of the inning, and it's Dave Nicholson, 45. That's ball 4. First and second, and it's Harrison, Chuck Harrison, 46, and that's a strikeout, number 7. So the Astros leave 2 men on here in the top of the 7th, score none. We go to the bottom of the 7th. This will be Willie Davis leading it off. That's a 13, that's a strikeout, number 6. Tommy Davis, 26, ground ball to Jackson, over to Harrison, 2 away, and it's Sweet Lou Johnson. And that's going to be a base hit up the middle. So Johnson's on with a single, and that looks like it was the first hit of the game for the, oh no, the second hit, excuse me, the second hit of the game. And it's going to be Lefevre now with good power, so he has an opportunity to tie it up. No, it's not going to happen. 27, that's third baseman. He's medium, 27. It's going to be a force out. Top of the 8th now. Rusty Staub. And he grounds out to shortstop Wills, over to Parker, 1 away. Aspromonte, 21, he lifts one to shallow left. Davis is there. Tommy Davis, 2 outs, and it's going to be a 15, and that's going to be popped up to the third baseman for out number 3. 3 up, 3 down here in the top of the 8th inning. So the Dodgers are down to their last 6 outs to see if they can come back here. And that's going to be ground ball third baseman, out number 1. Torborg next, 26, and he grounds out to shortstop Jackson. Over to Harrison, out number 2. We're going to get a pinch hitter for Koufax. See if we can get something going here. It's going to be Ferrara, the Bull Ferrara. And then we're going to get Morgan, I believe, is a lefty. Yeah. We're going to get it. Peronowski coming in. He's a BY. And it's Durker. I'm sorry, it's pinch hitter. Going to see Gilliam. Actually, I believe Covington pinch hit, and I can pull his card up real quick here. Let's see. Covington, 1966. There he is, Wes Covington. And Wes Covington's going to bat against Larry Dierker. Covington bats lefty. He's from Nuremberg, North Carolina. So Covington for Koufax in the bottom of the 8th. Here's the pitch. 53. We're going to roll again to see what that is. 43. 43 is going to be 16. With nobody on, a 16. Center fielder's a 2. And that's going to be a single to center. So pinch hit single for Covington. So the tying run is at the plate now. And Will's the batter. Here's the pitch to Maury Wills. It's a 33, and that's going to be... He's gone so 4 shutout innings. How many shutout innings has he gone? He's gone 7, so he's an A pitcher with a runner on first. And that's going to be a ground ball. Nice play by the third baseman, Astromonti, over to first for out number 3. Leading it off in the top of the 9th is going to be the pitcher Larry Dierker, 62. A ground ball to third base, 1 away. Morgan walks, base on balls for Morgan. Sonny Jackson, 66. It's going to take it into the gap. Drives one into the gap, and that's going to roll to the wall, and hustling around third is Morgan. The throw to the plate, he's safe. RBI double for Jackson. And next is going to be Wynn with a runner on second base, 46, and he strikes out. And it's Dave Nicholson. And that's going to be extra bases perhaps. And it is, and that's going to score Jackson. A 2-out RBI double for Nicholson. So obviously, Peronowski doesn't have his best stuff. He's going to face Harrison now. Chuck Harrison, 34, lifts one to center for out number 3. But 2 more runs, and Houston leads at 4-0 here going to the bottom of the 9th. We're going to need a miracle. Dodgers are going to need a miracle to pull this one out for Koufax. Prevent him from getting a loss. A 41. That's a 42 now. 42 is a 40. And that is a foul ball. Parker, 64 again. Fouls it back. Parker again. And that's going to be a ground ball to second baseman. Morgan over to first, 1 away. Willie Davis, who's 0 for 3. 32, he grounds one to second base again. And then 2 outs here in the bottom of the 9th. And it's Tommy Davis, who's 0 for 3 on the day, 41. He hits it right at the shortstop, guns it to first, and the game is over. So, Dierker, B pitcher who becomes an A pitcher, pitches a basic 3-hitter. 3-hit shutout of the Dodgers. Walked 1. The bats just didn't show up for the Dodgers today. And Koufax got absolutely no support. Koufax went 8 innings. And Koufax gave up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 hits in 8 innings. Gave up 2 runs, 2 earned runs. He walked 1, 2, 3, and struck out 7. And takes the loss. So that's it. We're going to have to write this in, and we're going to have to, in actuality, he also took the loss. Right? 8, 8, 2, 3, and 7. In actuality, he went 8, gave up 7 hits, gave up 3 runs. Only 1 walk, we gave up 3. He struck out 6 in actuality. We struck out 7 in the replay. So pretty close. And we're going to play the next game in a little while. Thanks for watching the Koufax experiment. And we'll talk to you soon. Combat Painter signing off.